Alright, welcome back to the second part of this video, and now we'll talk about general themes and topics that you might be asked to analyze or in general identify. Things like war, climate change are very broad topics that you often encounter. For example, you remember the speech or talk that Greta Thunberg gave about renaming the climate change to climate crisis, and she had this metaphor of our house, so our world is on fire. This is of course something that you find in fictional but also non-fictional texts. Connected to that, of course, globalization and in how far this is mentioned in a positive way or maybe seen as a danger. We usually differentiate between general themes and smaller motives or recurring ideas, but sometimes they are used interchangeably. The question always is, how is this represented? In what kind of light is it presented? What is the effect? Is there a discourse started? Is it criticizing? What do we get to know about these themes and ideas? So look for that specific effect that you find. As we are working with text, fictional text here, another aspect that you can analyze is, of course, the language itself. It starts with basics like choice of words. What kind of words and expressions did the author use, or does the narrator himself use? The most basic aspect that I always want you to start with is to look at the connotation of the words. Are they very positive, or are they very negative emotive words, and how does that make you feel? The register, whether it's a very formal or informal way of speaking, is also an aspect of choice of words, and often also has a specific effect for you as a reader. Style of speaking or humor often creates a certain mood or atmosphere, changes the way the message is brought across. Furthermore, you can also have a look at the word fields if you have the feeling that there's a lot of religious terminology involved, or a lot of political words used that create a certain effect. Connected to that, the kind of language, is it maybe very scientific, more difficult to understand, but on the other hand more credible? And in the final part, we'll continue with stylistic devices. So stay tuned